Part 1. The Beginning. In the bustling streets of New York City, amidst the cacophony of honking horns and hurried footsteps, there existed a small community college tucked away in a quiet corner. It was here that Michael found himself, a young man with dreams as vast as the skyline above him, but with a challenge that seemed insurmountable: learning English. Michael hailed from a small village in Mexico, where the rhythms of life were slower, the language familiar, and the dreams simpler. But he harbored a burning desire to chase something beyond the horizon, something that whispered to him in the language of opportunity: English. Enrolling in the English as a Second Language (ESL) program at the community college, Michael stepped into a world that was as alien to him as the surface of the moon. Every word felt like a puzzle piece he struggled to fit into place, every sentence a maze with no discernible exit. His first few days were a whirlwind of confusion and frustration. In class, he would sit, his mind a jumble of Spanish and English, trying to make sense of the words his teacher spoke. He felt like a lost soul adrift in a sea of unfamiliar sounds and symbols. Outside of class, the city itself became a battleground where Michael fought daily skirmishes with the English language. Ordering food at a restaurant turned into a game of charades, with Michael pointing at menu items and hoping for the best. Even simple tasks like asking for directions became Herculean feats of courage and embarrassment. But amidst the chaos and confusion, Michael found something unexpected: resilience. With each stumble and each mistake, he picked himself up and dusted himself off, determined to conquer this new language that held the keys to his dreams. His classmates became his comrades in arms, fellow warriors in the battle against linguistic adversity. Together, they stumbled through grammar exercises and tongue twisters, laughing at their shared struggles and celebrating their small victories. As the days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, Michael began to see glimmers of progress. The words that once seemed like an impenetrable fortress began to crumble under the weight of his determination. Slowly but surely, he started to piece together sentences, to understand and be understood in this brave new world of English. And as he walked through the streets of New York City, his head held a little higher, his steps a little surer, Michael knew that while his journey was far from over, he had taken the first bold step towards a future where anything was possible, a future written in the language of opportunity. Part 2. The journey continues. With each passing day, Michael's confidence in his English abilities grew. No longer did he feel like a stranger in a foreign land. Instead, he embraced his newfound language with a sense of determination and purpose. In the ESL classroom, Michael's progress was evident to both himself and his classmates. He eagerly participated in discussions, asking questions, and sharing his own thoughts with newfound fluency. His teacher, Ms. Thompson, noticed his dedication and improvement, offering words of encouragement that bolstered his resolve. Outside of school, Michael sought out opportunities to immerse himself in the English language. He frequented local libraries, devouring books and newspapers in English, determined to expand his vocabulary and deepen his understanding of the language. He struck up conversations with strangers on the subway, relishing the chance to practice his speaking skills in real-life situations. As his proficiency grew, so too did his opportunities. Michael landed a part-time job at a neighborhood cafe, where he interacted with customers from all walks of life, honing his communication skills with each order he took and every coffee he served. But amidst the triumphs, Michael encountered moments of doubt and frustration. There were times when he stumbled over words or misunderstood instructions, feeling the weight of his accent and the remnants of his native tongue holding him back. Yet, with each setback, he reminded himself of how far he had come and how much further he still had to go. One day, while browsing the internet for English language resources, Michael stumbled upon an advertisement for a language exchange program. Intrigued by the opportunity to practice English with native speakers while helping others learn Spanish, he eagerly signed up. The language exchange program opened up a whole new world of connections for Michael. He met people from countries he had only ever read about in books: England, Australia, Canada, and engaged in lively conversations that spanned cultures and continents. Through these interactions, Michael not only improved his English but also gained a deeper appreciation for the diversity of the world around him. As the months turned into years, Michael's journey with the English language became more than just a quest for fluency. It became a journey of self-discovery and growth. He learned that language was not just a tool for communication but a gateway to understanding and connection, bridging the gap between people of different backgrounds and experiences. And as he looked towards the future, Michael knew that no matter where his path may lead, his journey with English would continue to be a source of inspiration and empowerment, guiding him towards a world of endless possibilities. Part 3. The Triumph of Persistence. As the sun set over the skyline of New York City, Michael stood at the threshold of a new chapter in his life, his journey with the English language a testament to the power of persistence and determination. With each passing day, Michael's confidence had grown, his once faltering English now flowing effortlessly from his lips. He had conquered the language barrier that once seemed insurmountable, and in doing so, had unlocked a world of opportunities he had only dared to dream of. With his newfound proficiency in English, Michael secured a full-time job at a prestigious international company, where his bilingual skills were valued and celebrated. He thrived in his role, communicating effortlessly with colleagues from around the globe and forging connections that transcended borders and boundaries. But perhaps the greatest reward of all was the sense of belonging and acceptance that Michael found in his adopted home. No longer did he feel like an outsider looking in. Instead, he was an integral part of the vibrant tapestry of New York City, his voice adding depth and richness to the chorus of languages that echoed through its streets. As he walked through Central Park on a crisp autumn afternoon, Michael reflected on the journey that had brought him to this moment, the struggles and setbacks, the moments of doubt and frustration, and, above all, the unwavering belief in himself and his abilities. And though his journey with the English language had been challenging, Michael knew that it had also been immensely rewarding. It had taught him resilience in the face of adversity, perseverance in the pursuit of his dreams, and the power of language to transcend barriers and unite people from all walks of life. As the leaves rustled beneath his feet and the city bustled around him, Michael smiled, knowing that the best was yet to come. For in the tapestry of his life, the threads of English had woven themselves into the fabric of his identity, shaping him into the person he had always wanted to be, a citizen of the world, bound not by borders or boundaries, but by the universal language of hope, ambition, and the relentless pursuit of possibility.